Hi, I'm Jiar. Welcome to my web designing course. This is part 1 and today we're going to learn some basics of it, like how to create a file, how to make a simple web page, and like this. So first of all, we should come here, click on views and show, and then you have to enable this file name extension because we want to manage it and change its extension. For example, now we create a file called main.html. Then right click on here, show more option, and open with code. We'll wait for like some seconds, and as you can see, I can see my file over here. So we need some extensions that you can also don't download them, but I recommend you to download it. Click on extension and live server. You can download this live preview like this. You can see your web designing result. Then we come back to over here, right click and click on open with live server, or click on show preview, and as you can see, I can see my web page next to my environment. Okay, now I create a simple thing called like this, HTML. As you can see, this HTML is my whole HTML frame, and it has everything inside of that. So this is everything. We have in HTML two parts, head and body. Okay, body is the designing of our website, and the head is the main thing of our website, like linking a JavaScript file, or linking a CSS file, or changing our website name. We can use it, but for body we can create some like buttons, text, everything. Every design is going to be for body. Okay, first I want to change my website name. I don't like it, so in here I come and I say title, and inside between here I name my website, for example test website. Then as you can see, my website name has been changed to test website. Okay, so now I want to write something. The first thing that we're gonna learn is like that. For example, hello. As you can see, I write hello in here, and it show me here in here. Okay, I want to write it in a big size, so we can use h1 tag. These tags are used for text, and if I write something between them like hello, this is my first website. As you can see, you can see the results here, that we can see it says hello, this is my first website. Okay, we have h2 tag, h3, h4, h5, h6, and like this. If I copy this and paste it in all of them, as you can see, it gets smaller and smaller each time, from here to here, and the smallest one is H6. Also, we have some text tags called P or paragraph. I can write everything here, like for example, did you know that Earth covered by 70% of water? This is an example of paragraphs, and not of that, we can add something like BR. This is give us our text some space between these two. We can add HR. It add a line like that. I can, for example, this section divided with this section. I mean, now it's a line between them, and if I like make it bigger, this line continue. Hi, I'm Jor. Welcome to my HTML CSS course. This is part 2, and today we're going to learn about hyperlinks. Okay, first we come here and we say A1 or A. In here we have something called href, and between here we can write something. For example, I write Google, and inside here I say https google.com. If I click on here, this could take me to the Google like this. Okay, now I can add a title, and for example, let me show you title hello, and if we bring our cursor over here, it show us a hello box right over there. So okay, for example, I want to open my next web page, and let's create another one, page2.html. Inside here you can just use this sign, and it create us a full website kit. So inside the body we write #1 hello, this is page 2. So if I write page2.html, and in here h2, if I click it here, this brings me to this page like that. Hi, welcome to my HTML CSS course. This is part 3, and today we're going to learn about the images. So first download your image and put it inside your folder. Then come to VS Code and write in the body img. Okay, we have CRS in here, and we can link our image here. For example, I want to link my image image.png like this. It's a HTML logo. Then I want to resize it and change its size. For example, we can just change the height, and for example 500. Now it's better. And one of the facts is that if you only write once, for example, I only write height and I don't write width, it also this change is applied for width too. But if I just width too, for example 300, now it's looks like that. And if I can 800, this is so wide and thick. So okay, I only use height. So we can also link our image, like I can use a tag for my image. I put this code inside here like this, and for href I say https google.com. So this is going to take me to the Google, but it doesn't work right now for me. You can test it, but this could work for you. Hi, welcome to my HTML CSS course. This is part 4, and today we're going to learn about the audios. So first, add your audio or song to your website folder. Then inside the coding environment, in the body write audio, and inside of that CRS or source just called song.mp3. As you can see, there is nothing appeared here, but we can add just by using controls. As you can see, I can play my audio right here. And I can also use another attributes like muted, and it's casually muted. When I refresh the page, for example, this is going to be muted, and I can add something like autoplay, and it will play automatically, and like that. I can use loop, and this is going to be playing for a while and repeating it. So okay, for example, we have many browsers and they support a lot of audio extensions like mp3, wave file, m4a files like this, and how we can make them work for them too. So easily remove the CRS, and inside of here just say source, and source media, source CRS, and song.mp3, song.wav, so like that. And this is pretty exactly. So there is a lot of attributes that you can read by documents by yourself, and we can add more sources, for example M4A or another extensions, and everything like that. Hi, welcome to my HTML CSS course. This is part 5 and today we're going to learn about the videos. So let's get started. First, add your video to your folder, then like that, then come inside your coding environment and write video. Inside of that we have CRS, and we can bring our video.mp4. As you can see, this is so big and we can control its width or height. So I can only use one width or height attribute, and don't repeat it like 400. No, this is not good. 500. This is good. And as you can see, this is only an image. So how I can fix that? First, in here we should to come and say controls like that. Now I can see the video, so I can add autoplay. So this is not working in here, but if you open it with a browser, this should to work. Then we can add other attributes like muted, like this, muted, or this is because the autoplay is on, so like muted or loop. The loop will make a loop, and this could repeat and repeat again and again. So we can, let me make all of this like this. So for example, some browsers doesn't support some video extensions, so we can use a lot of video extensions type. For example, I can say source CRS video.mp4. I can repeat this, video.webm. So in here we can write this is not supported by your browser. So this message is shown when the user browser can't play one of these videos. Hi, welcome to my HTML CSS course. This is part 6, and today we're going to learn about all text formats. Okay, let's get started. This is the normal text. Okay, now we can have bold text here, B or bold. This is bold text like that. In here we can have I for italic. This is italic text. At the third one we have big text. Okay, we can write like this is big text. In here we have small, and this is small. Sorry, this is small text. And in here we have subscript text, subscript text like this. And in here we have superscript, like we only write superscript script. And in here we have inserted text, inc, inserted text, like we have a line, underline under our text. and in here we have deleted text or deleted text like that. It's a line in the middle of our text, and the last one is the mark text. Sorry, but let me mark like that, marked, and close it like this. This is marked text, and this is some kind of highlighted with yellow, and this is all the texts that we can have inside, text types that we can have inside HTML. Hi, welcome to my HTML CSS course. This is part 7, and today we're going to learn about the tables. So today I'm going to create a table of a week that shows in this week when the store is opened, and in each day it closed. So let's get started. First I create a h1 tag, and inside of it I say store hour, and downside here I use table tag, and inside the table I use the tr or table row. So inside the table row I say th. This th means header, table header, and we want to our header to show the days of the week, because we want to write below it the data, and we need a header. So the header I create 7 of them. Let me copy paste it, because we have 7 days of the week: 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So this is all the weeks of the week, all the days of the week, and we want another table row for our table data. So below here we say another tr, and instead of using table headers or th, we're going to use td or table data. And for example, I want to close Sunday and Saturday to be closed, so closed. And another fact is that the table headers are naturally are bold. So you have 7. Sorry, I'll td. I want to copy this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me copy this again, and like that. So the first one, 7 to 10, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. So I'm going to repeat this for all of this, like that. So this table is so weird, and I want to add a design. Let's add a background color to this. bg color equals to gray is good. To this one I want to add bg color light gray. So this is good. Now let's add some lines to the background. PG color equals to black, like this. Now this is pretty cool. So let's center all of this text to the middle, just by adding align center. We are going to repeat this for this too, and align to center, align to center. Let's make it better, because it's some kind of this one is bigger than others, or this one is smaller than others. I want to make all of them in a size. So by using only this adding a width to each of them, width equals to 100. Now let's repeat this for all of them. Now it's much better. Hello, I'm Jor. Welcome to my HTML CSS course. Today we're going to learn about the divs and HTMLs. Okay, for example, I have a paragraph and lorem. This is a sample text, and I'm going to, for example, I want to change the color from here to here. So I don't want to change the color of this. So just by using span, I can put my text here, and inside the span, color like that is going to be red, or just using style color to red. As you can see, only this little bit of paragraph has been changed color, but the others is still the same. So for example, I have another p tag and lorem like this. Let me copy paste it. So for example, I want to add a background color for all of them. I have to come here and say style for all of them, background color. For example, I have to do this for all of them, but I can do a simple thing, is that just calling div, and inside the div, just by putting my paragraphs. Now I can simply change this style just by changing the style of the div like this. Now all of this paragraph has been changed the background. Hi, welcome to my HTML CSS course. This is part 8, and today we're going to learn about the colors. So let's get started. First, we have this simple website here. We can change everything. So we can use style in our body tag, style. We can change everything, but for now we are just using colors. So for example, for style, I want to change the background color of my website, background color to black. Now you can see my website. So now I have to change my text color. So in here I use style for them. Okay, we use color for this ones. So for I want to, you can use this like that, just alias blue, we can use style RGB colors, color RGB. Now inside of this we can write some numbers, 255 and 255 and 255. This is going to be white, but if I make it 0, this could be yellow, or if I make it 0, it could be red, or like this. This is red, this is blue, and this is green. We can also use hashtags for changing colors, like 333 333. This is going to give us a some kind of gray color. So for this paragraph, I'm going to use background and color. Background color set to, I want to make it some kind of 333. This is good. And for the color, I want to use green, light green, like this. Now you can see my website has a some small design, and its color has been changed, and it's much better. Hi, welcome to my HTML CSS course. This is part 9, and today we're going to learn about the meta tags. So let's get started. First, the first thing about the meta tags is they all written in the header or the head. So we just write meta. The first meta tag is going to be working with it is description. We just call name description. And for the content is going to be Udemy HTML CSS course. Okay, this is our going to be the description of our website, and let's get started with another meta tag. So just say meta name. We're going to work with keywords, and then content. Inside the content we can write, for example, HTML to Udemy tutorial and beginners. Okay, the third meta tag is the author tag. Name, author, and the content is going to be GR. This is my website, and I'm the author of the website. So meta, I want to change the viewport of my website. Like for example, a person comes and he's watching my website with phone, and I want to change the scale of this website and fit inside the phone screen. So we can just use name viewport and the content width equals to device width and initial scale to 1.0, like that. Okay, and then meta. Now I want to change the character set of my website. For example, I want to set it to UTF-8. So by just using char set or char set, and inside of it we can write UTF-8 like this. And this is all about the metas. We can change the informations about the website or some small things. Hi, welcome to my HTML CSS course. This is part 10 and today we're going to learn about the buttons. First, to create a button, we just have to call its tag button like this. As you can see in here, I have a button. I can name it click me and I can click that button. So we can use some of these things like inside the tag, like disabled. Now the button is disabled and I can't click it, so I can change the style of my button. If you know a little bit of CSS, we will reach it and we will read about something about the CSS. Okay, I want to change the background color, like I like the this dark golden rod, and for the color I want to set it to a light blue. This is good. Then for I want to have some change from here, like the border radius to 10 pixel. Now as you can see, my button is much better and I can see it's some kinda cool, so I can font size to larger. Now it's a little bit bigger. You can use also pixel too. So okay, we have a thing called onClick in buttons. onClick, and this is going to be directed to the JavaScript. So we're going to have a simple code in it today, and let's start with that. So I'm going to create a text called hello. I want to change the text of this hello to goodbye when I click this button. So just by coming over here and just say script, we're going to open a JavaScript, and we can use function, create a function do something like this, and inside the do something we're going to get this hello by class. Okay, we're going to give it a class or an ID, my txt, just like that, txt. We can just call it document dot get element by class name, just like that, and inside of here I can call txt dot inner html equals to goodbye, like that. And if I put my do something here, if I use this click me, this is do nothing. We can just use ID, it's much better. ID is going to be txt by ID get elements dot get element by ID text and goodbye. As you can see, this is changed instantly when I click on click at me like this. If I refresh the website, this is going to be changed. Hi, welcome to my HTML CSS course. This is part 11 and today we're going to learn about the forms. So let's get started. First we're going to create a form tag, and inside of the between the form we're going to see what forms that we have. First one is input. So, and its type is text. Inside input we can write anything that we want. So we can add some text inside our input by just putting placeholder. So for example, your name, like this. As you can see, it says your name, but if I write anything, it's going to be disappeared like that. We have too many types of inputs. So we have min length and max length for this, and can add max length. For example, 8 is the max length, and I can't write more than 8 characters inside of it. So this is a some kind of this, and you can add inputs for type of number. It can count, decrease or increase number, and you can only write number inside of it. You can't write any characters. We have input of a telephone number. This is usually used for telephone numbers. We have input for calendar, date. For date, we can select each time we want. So we can have input of radio buttons like this. So I'm going to create a div. Inside of the div, I'm going to make radio button input radio label. You can add a label to it. So hello, this is GR. You can select it or not. So we can add a name. I tell you why I add this, why this is used. So name, for example, check. I'm going to Ctrl C. So as you can see, if I add the name, it's going to only select once, but if I remove it, this is going, I can select all of them. This is why we have to use name. Hi, welcome to my HTML CSS course. We're going to start using CSS. So what is the CSS? Actually, CSS is doing the style of our website, and if you see a stylish website, all of this styles is from CSS, and it's really important to know, and it's one of the parts of web developing. So by just starting, I create a style.css. At first, we can come here and link our style or CSS by just link and href. We can say style.css. So now if I came here, I can change the background color by just calling the body in here, because the body is a element of my whole website, and I can access it by just saying body, and inside of here we open one of these two, and we say background, for example, background color to black. As you can see, my website background color now is black. So I write some text here to see how they actually work. Hello, this is my first website. So another one, paragraph. We can use lorem to give us a whole random paragraph. So I can copy it. Another one. Okay, now if I came here, I can call the element of h1 and give the style that I want, but this is going to be only working for all of the h1 elements. So I want to change their colors, h1 to color red. As you can see, my text turned red because it's a h1 tag element. So also this is working for p and color to alias blue. As you can see, this is the text is here. I can use a special tag except this elements ID called v. First add our element name p, then for example p1. Now if I say hashtag p1, I can access this whole paragraph. Inside this paragraph, we write for example color to aqua, and this is change the color. We can also add an ID for this p2 ID h1 to p2 color to blue, then my h1 to then, and in here color to antique white. As you can see, now I can access to my whole web page by the IDs. I can also use classes. It's much easier. For example, class hello world. Class welcome. In here we can just by writing dot welcome our class names, then we can write the properties of our style to apply on the object that we want. So I want to change the color of it, color to blue violet. Now it's been changed. You can use it for all of this, and it's too easy. Hello everyone, how is it going? Today we're going to learn about the fonts in CSS. So let's get started. At first, in here we can change the font of the text of this website. Like, I don't like this font and I want to change it by just writing font family, and we can just write our font name to change. So I want to change it to Consulas. As you can see, this is changed the font of my H1 text. So I want to change it, but for some reason some PCs or browsers don't have Consolas font or any other fonts. So you can, or you want to use some another fonts that doesn't exist in any PC, you can just go and get the font URL. So first, if you want to do this, first open your Firefox or any other browsers, then search for Google Fonts. Then open Google Fonts, and in here there is a lot of fonts that you can copy. So I like this one. I click on it. I click on get font, get embed code. So just by copying this, we can copy the font. So now in here we have to just say the font name. Let me just find the font name. So the font name is embed code, I think. Lato, sorry. So we can just use Lato to change the font. As you can see, my font has been changed. I can change it for my whole website just by copying it to here. Now as you can see, this font applied on all these texts. So we can add some properties to my text. For example, font size or font weight. You can make it bolder, for example, or bold, or you can use only numbers, for example 100. You can use, or font size, you can use font decoration, I think, font text decoration. You can use underline. As you can see now, it has an underline under my text. You can use wavy underline. As you can see now, it has wavy underline under my text. Or you can use font size to change the size of it, for example 30 pixels or 60 pixels. As you can see, my font completely changed its size. Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to CSS tutorial. Today we're going to learn about the borders. So let's get started. So first, borders is the line that cover an object. Let me show it simply. So I want to add a border to my h1 text. So just by using border style, I can select a style for my this text style. So we can use many types of it. So the best one is solid. As you can see now, it has a border. So then we can change the width of it just by saying border width, for example 5 pixels, or 2 pixel is good, 3 pixel. So you can change the border color to everything that you want. I want to change it to a light blue. So now it's changed the color. So next you can add some roundings to these corners just by saying border radius to 3 pixel or 10 pixel, for example. This is good, but I want to add some space between my border and my text. So just by using padding, we can do it, for example 10 pixels. Now there is a span between my border and my text. We can also use another attributes, like I want to only change the style of this top border, I mean this line. So we can just by using border top, for example border top color to aqua. As you can see, its color has been changed. You can change the style if you want to change the color of it. Border, for example top left radius, we can, for example I want to add 100 pixels. As you can see, this has changed a lot compared to others. 30 for example, but 10 is good. You can change everything, everything. You can access to all of these lines just by going to border position and plus this specialty. For example, border top color. You can do it really easy. Hi everyone, how is it going? Today we're going to learn about the backgrounds in CSS. So let's get started. First, I want to change the whole background of my website. This is so ugly, a solid color of black. This is some kind of ugly, so I want to change it. So we can use background or background color to set a color like red, gray, white, every color that it's in your mind. So we can also use ingredient. You can also use linear gradients. So just by using linear gradient, oh sorry, linear background to linear gradient, and it's going to be, for example, from gray to black. We add a comma here and the next color, so it starts from the bottom, and the bottom is black, to the gray that it's in on the top. So I want to reverse it just by coming here and saying to top. It's going to reverse. You can use to left to change the directions, or to right. You can change it to top. I want to be it's to top because it's much better. So instead of these things, we can also use the image backgrounds. So I want to, just by using background image to URL, and inside of it, in here I have an image. So just by using image.jpg, it's been changed. And if it's a small picture, it will be like only this part of website has been in background image. You can use background repeat to no repeat. It's going to change it. And you can also use background attachment to fixed, because if you use it, it's going to be like that. Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to learn about the margins. So what is the margins? So the margin is the distance between two or some objects. For example, we have a box over here. From each side, in this side we have the border of our website. This is our object. This is our box. The distance between these two is the margin between them. So now you get it, what is the margin. So I'm going to create two boxes, div class box 1. I copy this for box 2. So dot box 1 to background color to yellow. I want to write something in here, lorem, and for this too. So now we have to I want to resize it by width and height to 300 pixels and height to 600 pixel. This is too much. 400 pixels. This is too much too. 300 is 200 is good. 100, no, 200. And by the way, height should be 300 pixels. So let's add a border to solid, the color to 2 pixel, solid gray, or can add anything else. So we can use padding to add distance between the objects inside of it. For example, the object and element. So we can add a distance from with the text and the border by padding. For example, 10 pixel. It's add a lot of borders. And now I have a box over here. Let's change the font size to 100 pixels. This is too much. 20 pixels. This is good. Let's copy this for box 2, but the color to green and to black. As you can see in here, we have these two. So what is margin is doing? So margin is adding this distance between the elements. So let me tell you, margin, for example, margin to 20 pixels. Now as you can see, it's get 20 pixels away from each side that is in front of them. For example, the borders of website, my another box, and the top of website. We can use margin plus direction. For example, margin left, it's going to only change the margin for the left side. We can use it for the top, for bottom, for and right. Do you know why there is nothing happen? Because there is no element in front of right of this box. Hi everyone, how is it going? Today we're going to learn about the floats. So the floats is a attribute of CSS that going to change the position of items or elements to an element that we set. So let's get started. First we need some text. We have this box over here. This box we created in the previous video. So we need some text. We can use some lorem, lorem, like that. I generated two texts. So I want to be, this text goes here. I want to watch it from here. Simply just by that element that you want to be in front. I want this text to be in front of this box. So inside my box tag, I want to say float the direction left. As you can see, all the text goes around left to the box. So we can change it to right, to any other direction. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to learn about the CSS positions. So let's get started. First we need some samples here, like paragraphs, and let's create some boxes. P and lorem. I copy this. I don't have time to write it, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. This is enough, and let's create a box called box 1, and inside of it h1 box. So first we have to create a background color yellow with 100 pixels, 100 pixels, text align center, then we have to border 2 pixels, solid, padding 5 pixels, 5 is enough. As you can see, I have a box over here. So let's talk about the positions. The first position is static. So in the normal way, for in the default, our items or elements are static, like they're not working. Nothing happened. Let me copy some other samples. This is good. Like nothing happens, and it is don't going to move anywhere. But for example, we have relative. For the relative, we can change the position of its appearance, but in fact in the background there is a box. In the background there is a box over here, the main box, and we can change only the this text and this yellow thing, or better I say this appearance. For example, top 10 or 30, yeah, like this. Or we can change left, right, bottom, like bottom 50 pixels. So the next position is fixed. Okay, this position you can also change it with top, like 40 or anything. Let me just 50%, left 50%. So as you can see, it's not been centered, but if you look at it, if I drag this page down, this box comes with it, like it is fixed in this center of it. So this is not centered because we have to translate the positions, translate 50% and 50% negative. Like that. Now it's been centered. If I make the page wide, this is centered. So the next position that we're going to learn about is the absolute. Okay, the absolute is the appearance. There is no the background padding or something background box. As you can see, we can move it or do anything with that. With the example, let me just create another box inside my div class box 1, div class box 2, and inside of it I write h3 box. So I copy this box 2. Now we have another box. So for the position, let me just make the size a little bit better. 50 pixels is much better. Now it's time to, and this is 2 pixels. So now it's time to use absolute position. First we need to make sure that our box 1 position is relative. Then here position of box 2 should be absolute. So if I use top 10, it will only can move in this box territory, like it can go out or somewhere else, as you can see. So the next thing that we're gonna learn is let me just delete this. So the next thing that we're going to learn is the sticky position. So this as you can see, it's not working, but if I say top 0, it will come down with my page. What did this mean? If it has a 0 distance with the border of my website, like here, then it's going to drag down with my scrolling. We can change it to 10, and it's going to have a distance from 10. You can also do it for bottom 10, like we can do this currently because our page is small, so we can, but we can change the position of it. So as you can see, it goes down like that. So this video ends here. We learned about the positions. We have 5 positions: static, the default one for all of the elements, relative, fixed, absolute, and sticky. Hello everybody, how's it going? Today we're going to learn about the pseudo classes in CSS. So let's get started. First of all, I'm creating a button with a class called I don't need a class. I can just use because I can use just button. So click me. First let's design the button. Buttons, and okay, width to 300 pixels, height to 50 pixels, border to none. We can border radius to 30 pixels, background color to this is good, and the color to Alice blue. Now text align to center. Now as you can see, we have a button over here, so we can use button. For example, when I want to click on this here, I want to change the color of my button, so we can just use button.hover. For example, if I hover my mouse over here, I want to change the color or the background color. So we say that button, if the mouse hovered the button, then do these things that we say over here. We write background color to this is good. Now if I hover my button, as you can see, this is okay, this is much better. Look, if I hover my mouse, the color is changing. So we can do anything, we can change the size, we can do anything that is in your mind. So for example, you want to enable the button, so we can use it just by button by active. It means if we active the button or we clicked on the button, do the action. So the action that I want to do is again to change the background color of my button. So this could be the next color I like is this is. So if I click it, as you can see, the color changing to cornflower blue. Exactly the same thing that we want. Hi everyone, how's it going? Welcome back, and today we're going to learn about the text shadows. Okay, let's get started. First, let's create a text here. H1 welcome to my web page. Okay, this is a normal text, so we're going to add some shadows to it. So we use H1, and in here we say text shadow to for example 0 pixels, 0 pixels, 0 pixels, and like that. If I add, for example, 5 pixels to it, as you can see, it's create a shadow beside my text, and it's completely black. So let's fix it. We want to make it gray. The color should be gray. As you can see now, it's much better, and my text is gray. So this here is for the top and bottom, or better I say it's for the y-axis, and the first one is for the x-axis, or left or right. You can change the directions like this. Let's put it to 0. So we can also spread the shadow just by using this. We can 100 is too bad. For example, 5 is so good, or better 3. As you can see, this is my text now. We can not only do this, but we can, for example, instead of gray we can use for yellow. Now we have a yellow spread around my text. You can add another shadow just by putting a comma instead of semicolon. 0 pixel, 0 pixel, 10 pixel, red. As you can see now, the yellow is spread but not as the red, because the red is spread out like 10 pixels. Instead, yellow used to spread it with 5 pixels. So this is what you learned about the text shadows. Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to learn about the transforms in CSS. So let's get started. First, let's create a box to apply our transformations on our boxes. So the class box then dot box, inside of it, so let's width 200 pixels, height 200 pixels, background color to yellow, border to 3 pixel, solid color. So like that. Now we have a box, and okay, now let's make our transformations. So to transform our element, we have to write transform before every transform, like scale, rotation, okay, first we have translate. We have translate x, means it's going to move it on x-axis, like 300 pixels, for example, or 200 pixels. We have transform, translate y, and this is going to work on y-axis. You can use -2, like that, for example 50 pixels. We have transform, translate z. We can also move it on z-axis, for example 60 pixels, but this is not working currently. Transform, okay, translate. We can easily use translate on both x and y size axes. So for example 50 pixels and 50 pixels. As you can see, it comes down 50 pixels on the top, and it's go on like it's go to the right side for 50 pixels. So this is the translate, one of the transforms. The next one is rotation. So we can use transform, rotate X, Y, Z. We can rotate all of these angles, and for example 100 degrees, and it's some kind of rotate 100 degrees. Can use transform, rotate Y 180 degrees, or 100 degrees. Like you can use also rotate Z axis, but for some reasons we can't see the rotation of Z because it's a 2D dimensional or two-dimensional web page, and we can see it. So we can also change the scale, transform scale, scale 3, 2, 1. You can change the scale. It's the default is 1. You can also add scale X or Y, like inside of it 2 and 3, for example 1 and 2, like that. You can skew it also, transform skew, for example 30 pixels, or we have to use degrees, 30 degrees like this, and 40 degrees. Now it's been squeezed like that, so there is nothing left to say, and this is all attributes to use. Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to learn about the animations, and we're going to work with the CSS. So let's get started. At first we have to create a box. We call it div class box. Inside of it we say nothing. So in here we say box inside of it. So let's create our box. Weights to 100, 200 pixels, height to 200 pixels, border solid 5 pixels, background color to green. So now we have a box over here. I want to add a slide animation that came from here to here, so we can use keyframe, then we can use our animation name, so slider. Now inside our slider we have to say from the place we want to start, then I want to start from margin left 100% to margin left 0%. So if I set the animation to slider and animation duration to 2 seconds. It will came across there to here. If I refresh the page, it's going to happen again. So we can add another thing called animation delay. Animation delay 1 second. Let me add another attribute called animation iteration count to infinite. If you do this, it's going to repeat this until infinite, and it's not going to stop. So this is going to happen. We can have a control to play statue, animation play state to, we can set it to paused, we can set it to running. So I set it to running and it's going to run. So in here we have animation delay that's came from here, and when it reaches here, it waits for 1 second, and when the 1 second ends, it's going to do it again. This is some kind of cool. So we can also use more animations like rotating it, changing the transform. You can do anything to it. For now, you can go and read the documentations because there's too much and I can't tell you all of them. So thank you for watching my course. This is the end part. Hi, I'm Gior. Welcome back. Today we're going to create a simple login page with HTML and CSS. So let's get started. First, let's create the files. This is going to name it main.html, and the next one is going to be style.css. So now just by right clicking, click on open with code, then wait a second. Okay, first let's create the website. We can just use this symbol to create a whole window page. Let's see the preview, show preview, and like that. Login page. Okay, let's link our style CSS file, style.css. Then okay, so now we have to create the UI of our website. So the first thing we needed wrapper, a div with wrapper class. Okay, we can just use dot wrapper dot interior class name that you want to make it for your div or not. As you can see, now I have a div with the class of wrapper. Okay, inside of this I create a text login, h1 text, sorry, login. Then in here I create a div called class inputs box. This is going to be our inputs inside of here. Input text placeholder, user name. Then we create another input text. It's not text, it's password, and the placeholder we should to put password. You can put them in two different divs. This is much better. Okay, now let's make the dot forget remember. So inside of it, the first thing is going to be div, and it's going to be input checkbox, and in here say remember me. Okay, and for the next one, it's going to be for a hashtag forget password. Click here. So this href now is empty. You can fill it yourself. I'm not going to teach you about decoding in this course. So now you can see we made almost half of the UI. So let's create the others. Div, inside this one we put button, so login, and the last thing is going to be a you don't have any account, click here to create. So as you can see, we made the whole UI, and so let's get started with the style. So the first thing we need is a font. Let's find a good font. Google fonts. So my choice is Poppins, as they are so good. As you can see, this is the font, and you can get font here, get embed code, import. You copy this and you paste it in style. Now our font has been imported. You can just call it with Poppins. So okay, we say everything, style for everything. Font family is going to be Poppins. As you can see, now my font has been changed, and now it's Poppins. So padding is going to be 0 for now. Margin is going to be 0. Box sizing should be border box. Okay. Let's go to the body part. Body, we have to make display flex Then after that we have to turn justify content to center, item align items to center, min height to 100 vh. Then we have, like, let's add a background. To background color is going to be, for now, let's make it burly wood. This is good for now. We don't care about it, we can change it later. So for the next thing, we have to make our box. We can just use dot wrapper. Then inside of it, let me check it, is it true? Yeah, wrapper. Width is going to be 400 pixels. Background color, I think for now the tomato is good. Yeah, it's good for now. Let's change the text color. Color is going to be a light blue. This is now much better. I think let me change the color. A good color. This is good. Okay, so we can just use text align center to center our objects. As you can see, let's make these borders, corner borders, like we gave a shape to it just by border radius 6 pixels. Nah, it's not good. 10 pixels. Yeah, it's good. So we can add a padding 10 pixels for bottom and top. Yeah, it's good. And 50 pixels for left and right. Okay, let's get to others. So the first thing we're going to change is the login. We can access it just by wrapper h1. So now we have access to the h1 that it's in the wrapper div class, and it's the only thing is this login. So I change the margin to 10 pixels is good. Yeah, not there. 30 pixels margin, bottom 30 pixels, 40 pixels. 40 pixels is good. Yeah. So now padding 5 pixels. Good. Okay, now we don't have anything left to do with login. We're going to work with the inputs. So to access the inputs, we have to call wrappers and inputs box, then call all the inputs inside of our inputs box. So just by going here and calling it wrapper inputs dot inputs box and inputs. So now we have access over them with 100%. I made them to reach over all across this box. So margin should be 20 pixels and 0 pixels. Okay, the first one is the top and bottom, but the second one is for left and right, so always remember that you have to add this. Okay, height is 30 pixels is good. Nah, 40 pixels good. Border none. Background color transparent. Border let's add a border to it to make it more stylish. 1 pixel solid gray. Then border radius 10 pixels good. Padding 10 pixels. It's much better. So now let's change the color of this username and password placeholder because it's not set with our website. So just by doing wrapper input box input, and then we have to call placeholder. Okay, then inside of it we should change the color alias blue. Okay, as you can see the color has been changed, and we have two beautiful input boxes. So let's go for the remember me and forget password. We don't use this div for now. Okay, we reached to this here. We have to change it. So we have to call them. Their class name is forget remember wrapper and forget remember. Okay, justify and display flags, justify content center, justify content space between, and in here we have a problem that it doesn't like somehow like it's not set with here. So to fix this problem we can use label, and let's put these two inside here. Sorry, you can also use label for this one. So just copy the whole UI and place it here. As you can see now we have a beautiful placeholder. We can change the font size to smaller. Okay, now it's better. Margin 10 pixels. 10 pixels is good, yeah. Okay, now you have to change the color and remove this underline of our a tag text or hyperlink. You can just use use color to another one. This is not good, and this is good, yeah. This is so good. Let me just fix this forget password. Okay, then text decoration to none. Okay, now if I click it, nothing is changed. Let's add a animation to it, like it's going to appear the underline under the hyperlink, so we can use active, and then text decoration to underline. Now if I click each of them, and now they have underline, so we don't do anything for the login button. So let's fix this problem just by coming here and saying button. We have only one button, and there is no need to call this from here to here. You can just simply use button, and this is going to apply for all the buttons in our website or in our website. Okay, reads to 100%. Good. Height 40 pixels. Border none. Border radius to 20 pixels. Color to black. So now everything is okay, and we only need to make somehow like margin. I forget the margin, 20 pixels, 0 pixels. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Yeah, everything is good. Now let's change the background. Let's change the whole background of this here. By I download a PNG picture URL image. You can download a image for your website. Now repeat background size to cover, background position to center. Okay, now everything is good. Let's remove this tomato color from here. Okay, border to 1 pixel black. Okay, one black solid. Okay, now as you can see, my border has been gamed. And okay, now we have to change the back. Let's add a backdrop filter to blur. 5 pixel is good. Now as you can see, I have a really pretty beautiful web page, and it has everything. You can add also a navigation bar on desktop, but the video ends here and this course ends here. This was the last part. I hope you learned a lot from my course. So goodbye.